Hello, nice to see you again. Small choices. Your life is made up of millions of small choices you've made over the years. You are made up of countless choices. Your health, your character, your relationships. And over time, small choices that we repeat can add up to big changes, for better or for worse. Here's a fun example. Let's say you love double stuffed Oreos, and every Tuesday, just to spice up your Tuesdays, because sometimes they're a pretty unexceptional day of the week, you have 2 double stuffed Oreos after dinner. One day you decide that eating 2 Oreos doesn't feel very treaty, and besides they're pretty small cookies, so you decide to start treating yourself to 4 Oreos, but still only once a week. That's no big deal. Or is it? A serving of Oreos has 140 calories, so the difference between eating 2 Oreos and 4 Oreos is 140 calories added to your week. Now, we can look at this from 2 different perspectives. On one hand, we could say 140 calories per week is only 20 calories a day. That's nothing. Or we could look at it over a longer period of time and realize that 140 calories a week times 52 weeks in a year equals 7,280 calories. Wait. It looked better when it was only 20 calories a day, so let's do math with that one. 20 calories per day times 365 days in a year equals 7,300 calories. Nope, no better that way. Now, what does this translate to for you? Depending on your metabolism, an extra 7,300 calories translates to between a 2 and 3.5 pound weight gain in a year, solely from choosing 4 Oreos instead of 2 for Tuesday. And if we zoom out farther, that would mean that in 10 years, the decision to have 4 little Oreos instead of 2 just one night per week would cause a 20 to 35 pound weight gain. I arrived at that from 2 to 3.5 pounds times 10 years. I'm not trying to scare you away from Oreos. I'm showing you that if we condition ourselves to forego small amounts of something over time or add small amounts of something over time, the results can be vastly different. Little changes over a long period of time can make a big change. So I wanted to encourage you to look at your eating habits and see if there's a small change you could commit to. Do the math for switching from regular soda to diet soda, or even seltzer, or even 0-calorie vitamin water, or Propel, or Gatorade. Consider if you can scale back your dinner portion, maybe eat more slowly and still be satisfied. And take the time to read the labels on your snacks. Lay's plain potato chips only have 160 calories per serving, but here's the eye-opener. A serving is only 15 chips. Who eats only 15 chips? And does it count the broken ones? And how big really are the folded ones if you unfold them? It's hard to tell. They do have a nice crunch though. Anyway, you're also more likely to eat more than you realize when you're distracted or multitasking, like when you're watching TV. Maybe the small change you could make would be learning to be aware of when you go grab something to eat because you're bored and not because you're hungry. Or when something's bothering you and you don't want to think about it, so instead you eat your feelings. Small lifestyle changes can change your life. What small change can you commit to right now? Now, you might be all set with your diet and eating habits, but this concept can be applied to other areas of your life. What might change about your life if you secretly decided that once a week you'd randomly find something about your significant other to compliment? Like, I like your hair like that, or those jeans look good on you. Might it change their mood? Might it change their self-esteem? Might it motivate them to start appreciating more things about you? Might it over time bring you guys closer together? It can't hurt to try. And what transformation would happen over time if you chose to invoke the self-discipline to commit to doing 20 push-ups every time you changed out of your uniform? You don't need to want to do those push-ups in that moment, but you need to believe in a reward that you're not going to see quite yet. And that commitment to paying it forward is what will motivate you to keep your promise to yourself to do those 20 push-ups, even on the headache days, the hard days, the tired days, aka all of them, and reject the excuses that pop into your mind trying to persuade you to justify skipping a day. It really takes self-discipline and faith in yourself to be able to truly understand the value of delayed gratification. It means accepting the challenge, being prepared for the sacrifice, and being committed to overriding the obstacles that your mind will create to tempt you to quit. It's about having faith that even though it feels like pain now, if you stay the course, it will be outweighed by gain later. It will get easier over time. Once you strengthen this mindset, when you believe in this process and learn to trust that there will be a reward in the future, you will find that you will actually start to feel gain at the very moment of sacrifice. When this happens, you'll get to enjoy the pride you feel from having become a more disciplined person. You will feel a new kind of strength, and success will spread to other areas of your life. When you make a promise to yourself, you need to commit to taking it seriously. That is self-respect. Your outward success is a reflection of your personal growth, and the trifecta of strengthening your mind, your discipline, and your self-respect will bring about great changes in your life. You sacrifice all the time for the benefit of others. What can you start to sacrifice for the betterment of yourself? You are worth it. Be well.